Hey y'all, Chiante Jones here, financial coach behind Dollars and Change, here to share with you some more information about financial flexibility. So, if you haven't had a chance to watch the video I did last week about what is financial flexibility, I would say start there because I tell you, my definition of financial flexibility and then also my definition or my view of the different levels of financial flexibility. So, if you haven't watched that one, go watch the video that I did last week. And today I want to continue the conversation and talk about the 10 reasons why you need financial flexibility in your life right now. Okay, so right now, why you need financial flexibility. So I'm going to give you the reasons. You probably already got some of your own, but I'm going to share some and see if any of these resonate with you or you can identify with any of these. And then take some time to think about it. Do you need financial flexibility? Do you agree? So the first reason why I say that you need financial flexibility is because your priorities are changing. As we get a little bit older, 30s, 40s, whatever, our priorities shift. Your kids may need some different things. You're a mom now, right? So you got to take care of your little ones, something else to think about, what's best for them, making sure that they're okay, their needs and things that you want to have for them. So priorities are shifting. So you need more flexibility in your money to help them with different things and take care of them the way that you want to take care of them. You also our parents are aging, right? Our parents are getting older, retirement age, those type of things. So you might need some more flexibility to be able to, go visit your parents or family more often. So maybe more trips back and forth. Or, as your parents retire, they may need some additional support in their, financial support or whatever other type of support. So that's just, we need to be able to maneuver and handle those things as they come up and take care of our family members. And another thing is like just with personal aspirations, I've found that over the years, from my 20s to 30s, there's a big difference in what I want to, kind of what I want to envision for my life and what I want or what's important to me. Starting when I graduated college, I had no aspirations at all to start a business, and I didn't know what financial coaching was, but that has changed now, and I have discovered an entrepreneurial spirit, and I just have changed what a view of my ideal life will look like and what that vision looks like. And I'm sure, as I talk to a lot of other women, they feel the same way. They don't necessarily see themselves wanting to stay in corporate to retirement or to their 65 years old. They have, or even if they do stay, they want to do some things on the side or have other like I said, aspirations. So even as you've kind of gotten to know yourself more and just kind of grown some, your personal aspirations may have changed, and guess what, you likely need some type of financial flexibility, and your personal finance still play a big role in being able to do those things that you want to do. All right, number two, your finances don't look like you. So what do I mean by that? So most of the women that I work with and my clients they're really smart, they're educated, they're sharp, you take good care of yourself, you look well put together, super ambitious, high achieving, maybe even what some would call an overachiever, right? So you tend to do very well in other areas of your life. You just generally do well, and like I said, in life, and you're very driven, very ambitious. And so when people look at you, they admire you because you have it all together. And for the most part, you do. By the way, I want to side note here. Nobody has it all together, y'all. Like, nobody has it all together. We're all just doing the best we can, trying to figure out life as we go along. So even if somebody looks like they have it all together, nobody does. Okay, just FYI, side note. But I digress. Like I said, for the most part, you have it together, though, right? But the thing is, when you pull back the curtain and look at your finances, your money is looking funny, right? It ain't quite right the way it is. So like so your money doesn't look like you. So you look so well put together and everything else, and yet your money is not matching the way you look, and you want it to though, right? You want it to. So yeah, so you're trying to manage your debt. Keep expenses keep popping up. Your savings aren't where they want them to be. So it's just not, your finances just kind of are a bit of a mess or not the way you want them, and that does not really represent you and how you want to live. Okay, so that's why you need some more financial flexibility there. Number three, living paycheck to paycheck ain't cute. It's not cute, right? It's one thing struggling college student or even in your early 20s where you kind of figure out some different things to do there or whatever. But like I said, we 30s, 40s now, like living paycheck to paycheck ain't cute. And that's stressful to me anyway. That's stressful, like worrying about waiting for money to come in, or just worried about bills getting paid, or worried about something coming up. That's, living paycheck to paycheck is stressful. And a lot of people just kind of get used to living that way. Like that's all they know. They just think that's how it is. And even if that's the case, it doesn't have to be. Because listen, if you're making 80, 90K a year, 100,000 plus, six figures or whatever, there's no reason why you have to live that way. Most people, everybody's situation is different, but most people shouldn't have to live paycheck to paycheck when you're making that kind of money. Not that that's like all the money in the world, but you should be able to live relatively comfortably. And if you're not, then there needs some adjustments need to be made. Okay, because y'all, we children of the kingdom here. We are supposed to be living with prosperity and abundance. So if you're not living that way, or you don't feel that way, or working towards living more abundantly and with more prosperity, then there needs to be some changes made. Okay. Number four, the fourth reason why you need to have more financial flexibility with your money is that things can change in an instant. COVID. Do I need to say more? But I will. So COVID, but for real, like it doesn't have to be something on that scale like COVID, as far as like something that has a worldwide impact. It could be something that happens that really just changes your world, like the major disruptive in your world. You could lose that job that you feel is so stable. They could do layoffs or whatever else might happen. You could, there could be a death in the family where, that changes your financial responsibilities and what you need to do. Illness could happen, whether that's with you or someone else in your family or whatever. That could change your whole life and financial situation. So things can really change in an instant. We don't know what's going to happen, and so that's why we need to build some financial flexibility build some flexibility in our finances to be able to handle those things and adjust if they happen. And it doesn't mean that everything will be perfect, but position yourself where it's not where you're not already tight, so where you have like no room and it's just like devastating if something were to happen. Let's put some flexibility and some cushion in there. Okay. Number five, the fifth reason you need more financial flexibility in your life right now is because you're worrying about money is taking up too much mental space. Like I said, it's stressful to think about money all the time. Like, well, being worried about paying things, or if expenses come up, or counting down the days to your next paycheck, or not having any savings, build up, having to charge things, when any emergency happens. Like, that kind of stuff is stressful, and it takes up a lot of mental space, and it takes away the mental space that you could be using for other things that are more fulfilling to you and that you care about more, and that allow your creative juices to flow. It takes away from being able to, be fully present when you're with your spouse or your children, right? Because you're worried about other things, or being able to brainstorm about ideas, about your business ideas, or plan that next vacation you want to plan, or even think about different ways to increase your income or make money, right? Just like when your mental space is taken up with other things, it's not only exhausting, but it takes away from the things that are more important to you that you could be using that mental space for. Okay. Number six, time is of the essence. The sooner you start, the better. So we're not old, right? I'm in my late 30s, which is not old, but at the same time, it's not young, y'all. We ain't getting any younger, okay? But so it's time to start now. The sooner you can start getting your things together with your money, the better, and the faster you can move forward to where you really want to be. And we're adults now. We're adults. We're grown. This is part of being grown, is being able to manage your money. Like, this is adulthood, right? And then managing money is just going to be a part of your life, and that's just what's going to be required. And like I said, the sooner you can start getting your financial stuff together, the better, because no matter what has happened in the past, it's never too late to start moving in the direction and doing better and getting to the place you want to be in the future. Okay, so time is of the essence. Let's make a move. Number seven, the seventh reason is economic empowerment is required for change, any type of change. So, and I'm talking about change on a bigger scale, like so social change, racial change, women's rights as far as equality in pay and any other type of rights for women, all of it. Like, all of that requires money. Like, money at the end of the day helps get things done. You want to do protest, you need some funds to help support that. Political power, all that kind of stuff. Like, money is part of things that go behind that. You want to be in politics and run for campaigns cost money. So like, there's always so as a collective community, we need to have economic empowerment and money to be able to do the things that we want to do, have the impact we want to have, and to see the changes that we want to see. Okay, so do your part in that. So it starts with your own house, and then, you know, if everybody takes care of their house, we can all together move forward and be better positioned. All right, number 8, the more you have, the more you have to give. So as women, you know, we tend to want to take care of everybody else, make sure everybody's good, and that's great. But as the saying goes, put your own mask on first before helping others, right? You got to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with wanting to take care of people, and we should take care of each other, and you know, give helping hands when we can, but we have to make sure that our own financial house is in order, and in order to better help and better serve other people. And so having financial flexibility actually puts you in a position to be of more assistance and more help. And so don't ever be apologetic about making good money or wanting to make more money. We should all be trying to increase our income and to build wealth, because it's better for all of us personally, and then us as a community. Okay, again, it kind of goes back to the economic empowerment. So the more we have, the more we have to give and to support causes that are important to us. Okay. Number 9, another reason to have financial flexibility in your life now is because it will allow you to set a good example for others to see of what's possible. And you may be the first in your family, you know, first generation college grad, or first in your family to make the type of money you're making, or to have the, you know, the level of quote success that you have, or particularly this early in your life. And it's good. So you are in a position to be able to show others, you know, other family members, friends, colleagues, whoever, what is possible. So a lot of times we have a hard time knowing what we're capable of or believing in ourselves to be able to do something until we see somebody else that looks like us do that same thing, and then we see that, okay, that is, if she can do it, then I can do it. So be that example, set that example of what it looks like to have well managed money, right? You are in a position to do that, to be able to show what it looks like. So that's another reason to have some financial flexibility for yourself. And number 10, last but not least, a big reason to have financial flexibility is to prove it to yourself that you can, and that you're not bad with money. Okay. And no matter, even if you think you suck with money and you think like, I'll never get this, I always mess it up, with the right guidance and the right tools, you can manage your money better. It's a skill. Okay. You can learn how to do it, and even if it's not your thing, you can learn how to do it enough to be able to manage it well enough to do better than what you have been doing, or get it in a better place that you want it to be. Okay. And you can learn how to, by learning how to manage your money better, you can learn how to create the financial flexibility that you want, the room to breathe, to not have to be, having debt weigh down on you. Even with your money together and having financial flexibility, you still will have to manage your money and everything, but it's a lot different when you have a plan in place and you feel in control. So you can prove it to yourself that you're not bad with money. So bet on yourself and choose to prove it to you that you can do it. Okay. All right. Those are my 10 reasons why you need financial flexibility in your life right now. Now is the time to move forward with it, to take the steps you need to take to get your money together. Don't wait. The more you wait, the more time that just goes by. What are we waiting for? Now is the time, right? So anyway, like, comment, share this video if anything in here resonated with you, or if you found this information helpful. And thanks for watching. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the long weekend. And I will catch you on the next video.